Speaking of energy, let me share a personal routine with you. I love getting up early in the morning, around 4:30 a.m. That's my time. The brain waves and chemistry during early mornings make the connection between the conscious and subconscious mind more open. It's a time for self-investment, a time when I'm not thinking but relaxing into the moment.
Welcome, Dr. Mandel here with you. I have something so exciting and so important that you're going to want to hear this video through the end. We're talking about the suboccipital muscles. Now, what's amazing about these muscles, those are the only muscles in the body that attach to the spinal cord and to the eyes. That's correct. They also attach to the atlas and the axis, which is the first and second vertebrae. But the suboccipital muscles extend our head back and allow us to move around like this. Now just imagine how much stress this muscle goes through. From forward head posture, from reading and writing and driving and sleeping and doing all the things incorrectly day after day, those muscles are going to get contracted, they're going to get shortened. The majority of people have forward head posture. That means we're like this. Can you imagine staying in that position? The brain will send messages to these muscles to contract and shorten to bring our head upwards so we can look out on the horizon. Now, as a result of this muscle over-contracting, this is leading to a lot of severe symptoms like neck pain and headaches and migraines, visual disturbances, ringing in the ears, vertigo, pain in the neck along with decreased range of motion. The list actually goes on and on. But the problem with this condition, it's not picked up on MRI, X-ray, or CAT scan, so when you see your doctor, they're never finding this particular cause. So behind the skull, there are 8 suboccipital muscles, 4 on each side. So many of you may move your head a certain way and you notice you get this vertigo or this dizziness or this giddiness. That's most likely coming from the suboccipital region. The most important thing is the muscle fascia, the strands that come off the suboccipital region attach to the outside of the spinal cord, the dura mater. And that's what's called the myodural bridges. So let's analyze this again. You have contracture of the suboccipital region attaching to the outside, the dura mater of the spinal cord and brain. As it contracts and pulls from the contraction, the shortening, or the spasming, we're going to get significant neurological changes throughout our system. It's time to get to the real test. I challenge every one of you, please follow me. Take your hands, wrap it around behind your skull like this. Take your thumbs, put it right underneath the skull. You got to dig deep, and I want you to hold it there. Watch my eyes. You're going to move your eyes side to side, left and right, left and right. You can close it and do it, or leave it open. Then go up and down, up and down, up and down, left and right, up and down. Feel those muscles move. Those muscles are moving from the eyes that are moving up in front. You can see the connection. This takes us to the correction part and how we can remove these neurological symptoms or problems that you're suffering from. We're going to grab the back of our skull again, just like this. Don't worry about your thumbs. What I want you to do, I want you to bring your chin to your chest. Now, with your chin at your chest, I want you to pull your head forward. You'll feel those muscles pull behind your skull and come back up. Good. Okay, stay in that position. Now we're going to do it again, but when we do it again, we're going to look down when we stretch our chin all the way down to our chest. And we're going to look up when we bring our head all the way up. Let's go. As you bring your chin down, stretch it, look down, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, come all the way up, look up. Okay, come back down, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3 as you're stretching. And look all the way up as you look up. That's what we'll be doing. Down, 1, 2, 3 as you stretch, and up. Do that 10 times. And you can do that a couple times a day. Every day, you're going to see miracles. Because what we're doing is that we are retraining that neurological system between the eyes, the brain, and the suboccipital region. This is going to help your neurological problems. You're going to start seeing clarity. You're going to start feeling refreshed. You're going to feel more energy. You're going to feel more focused. You're going to be more in tune with yourself. I'm so anxious to see and hear your results. I ask you to share this video on your social media so we can go out and help Dr. Mandel here. All this chaos worldwide is causing our stress hormones to get way out of hand, causing the sympathetic nervous system to be stimulated, secreting cortisol, norepinephrine, as well as adrenaline throughout our bloodstream. This is causing that nervous, that anxiety sensation that we're experiencing, which is affecting our daily lives. I am going to share with you specific acupressure points that you are going to be able to stop that sympathetic, that system that's stimulating your body immediately. These specific points are going to downgrade your sympathetic nervous system, allowing your parasympathetic system to start to kick in. This will immediately slow down your brain waves, which rejuvenates the brain chemistry and gives rise to a calmer state of mind. Hormones like dopamine, known as the feel-good hormone, serotonin, which helps put you in a better mood, as well as those endorphins that will give your body that instant relaxation and that high feeling. When we apply pressure to these points, we are releasing that blocked chi energy within those meridians. We are also going to be sending neural stimulation back to the brain. This first point is very powerful. This will slow down your nervous system, allowing your brain to secrete those hormones to get you feeling relaxed. This first point is called pericardium 6, 3 finger lengths below the crease of your wrist area. Take these 3 fingers, put it in line, right with that crease, right on the bottom of that last finger, right here, right in the center of these 2 tendons. That is pericardium 6. You can stimulate it with your second finger or your thumb. Your thumb you may like better because it's bigger, and you're going to move it around in little circular motions. And do this for 30 to 60 seconds. And I advise you to start on your left hand first because that is on the side where the heart is located. This point will instantaneously start to slow down your heart rate. Now we'll stimulate the third eye. This is located directly between your eyebrows. You can use your second finger or your thumb. And once you get on that point, you're going to stimulate it in a little circular motions like this, applying firm pressure. This really causes lots of neural stimulation to the brain. This is really excellent in pumping up those hormones, particularly in the parasympathetic nervous system. And you'll do that for about 30 to 60 seconds. If you look here, you will see this triangular region in your upper ear. On the lower part of that triangle, that is Shen Men. Although you're going to contact that whole entire triangle of both ears at the same time. So right above my finger is that triangle right in here. I'm going to take my thumb and put it right over that whole triangle as well as the other one. And once you find it, you will be able to find it again once you get your location. You'll take the thumbs of both hands and you'll stimulate that triangle with the index finger being behind as you squeeze them together. And you're going to stimulate those points from 30 to 60 seconds. And this last point, you're going to feel lots of physiological changes take place as your brain and body wind down, as those hormones within the parasympathetic nervous system are kicking in. Take your first and second fingers, your thumb and index finger, grab the bottom of your earlobes, pull down and out. As you pull outwards, you'll feel an instant change reflex behind your nasal area, behind the eyes. You'll feel opening. Yes, your sinuses may drain, your nasal passages may open up, but just keep pulling down and outwards, and you'll feel that sensation come over your head as it affects those chemicals in the brain. You're going to hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. So when you're feeling stressed and anxious, and you want your body to wind down immediately, start doing these techniques. Use them as often as necessary, and you will see those instant changes. Welcome. I'd like to share a technique with you that's going to work with your brain and body. You might be suffering from pain, anxiety, insomnia, weight gain, depression, or regardless whatever symptom you are suffering from, the power of your body has the ability to repair and heal. And what you're about to experience can actually change your life. We're going to do tapping throughout 9 parts of our body. These areas that we're going to tap on in our facial area as well as our chest are going to stimulate sensory nerves. These nerves will travel back to the central nervous system affecting the brain. And as those neurons become stimulated throughout the brain, this will have a positive effect on our pituitary gland that we call the master gland of the body, because this is the gland that produces hormones and controls so many different processes within our body. These hormones will send signals to different organs and glands throughout our body to help regulate proper function. This affects our thyroid gland, our adrenal glands, and this controls our metabolism, our growth, our reproduction, our blood pressure, and many other vital physical functions and processes. And the research shows that this can reduce a significant amount of cortisol that's produced in our body. This is our stress hormone. This will increase the parasympathetic nervous system to allow your body to relax, to allow your body to repair and heal. So whatever emotional or physical stresses that you're suffering from right now, as we stimulate these certain points, we're stimulating meridians. These meridians work through our body, through the meridian channels. As we stimulate these acupressure points along these meridians, this chi energy is going to help your body get back into homeostasis so your body can repair and heal. So let's get familiar with these healing points. Our first point is known as the karate chop. It's located on the outside of the hand on the little finger side. Our second point is located just inside the eyebrows on both sides. Our third point is just on the outside of the eyes. Our fourth point is just under the eyes. Our fifth point is just under the nose. Our sixth point is located just below the bottom lip, in the crease in the front of the chin. Our seventh point is located where the top of the collarbone connects to the sternal area. You'll come down 1 inch and out 1 inch. Our eighth point is 4 inches down from under the armpit. And our last point is exactly right on top of the vertex of the head. So here is what we need to do to help you heal. I want you to address your condition: anxiety, pain, depression, insomnia, overweight, whatever it is. Whatever problem that you are suffering from, I want you to address it. I want you to recognize what your problem is. That's number one. And so while you think about this problem that you have, we're going to do our tapping. By the end of the tapping, which is a short period of time, you are physiologically going to feel different. Then we're going to tap through these different points one more time. And then your mindset, your attitude, your thinking pattern is going to change. You're going to put different words into your mind. Like, I am in the process of feeling better right now. I feel so much more relaxed, because you're going to feel what you're going to say. This is what's going to get you better. So now I want you to follow along as I take you through the entire process of what we need to do to get well. I'm going to address my condition as stress, anxiety, which is an extremely common thing worldwide. Your condition can be something else. But for practical purposes, follow along so you get to understand exactly what we need to do. Now, for the areas that we're going to contact that are bigger, you can use 4 fingers. For the smaller areas, which are most of them, we can use 1 or 2 fingers, whatever is comfortable. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our first point right here. In this point, I'm going to address in my mind, I feel lots of stress, I have lots of anxiety. We're going to tap our point about 8 seconds, then we'll go to the other side. Okay, I feel lots of stress. Okay, I feel stress, it's hard to deal with stress, and just tap along with me. Second point, we're going to go just inside the eyebrows. Okay, just inside the eyebrows. And we're going to tap, just thinking about our anxiety points. You don't have to keep saying it, just think about that, what you have. And after you do that, we're going to go to our third point, which is just going to be outside the eyes. Okay, just outside the eyes. Okay, and just think about your problem. Keep tapping. You can use 1 or 2 fingers. After our third point, we're going to go to our fourth point, which is going to be underneath the eyes. Okay, right underneath the eyes. Okay, if you have glasses, you can take it off and leave them on for the purpose of just showing you what we need to do. Okay, keep tapping. You can use 2 fingers, whatever's comfortable. Keep thinking about your condition. Now we're going to go right underneath the nose. I like to use 1 finger here. I still feel my stresses, my anxiety. This is making your body go through physiological changes right now. Okay, as we continue our points, we'll go for our 6th point directly underneath the lower lip in the groove, right in front of our chin, right there. Good, right there. Keep tapping. About 8, 9, 10 seconds. You can tap longer at home if you like to. Next point, right where the collarbone meets the sternal area. We'll come down 1 inch and out 1 inch. And you can use several fingers. Just keep tapping right here. It's a great point. This is stimulating sensory nerves back to the brain. We have lots of things happening right now. Just keep tapping. And now after this point, the 7th point, we'll go to our 8th point, underneath the armpit, 4 inches down. 4 inches down. You can do on one side. Okay, you can just do one side if you like. I always like to do both. Okay, you can come to the other side. 4 inches down from the armpit. And our last point, a very powerful point, is going to be directly in the top of the vertex of the skull. And we'll come right on top of the skull. You can tap right on top. Good. Now, after this point, we're going to take 1 deep breath. Breathe in through your nose. I want you to blow it out. Blow it out. Deep breath. Blow it out of your mouth. All you can blow out. Come on, blow it out. Blow that stress out. And right now, you're going to feel your body slowing down. Regardless of what condition you're suffering from, the anxiety, the pain, the tension, whatever it is, you are physiologically working differently. And now what we'll do is that we'll go back to the same points again briefly. And now I want you to think how you feel. I feel more relaxed. I feel as if things are improving. I feel more joy. I feel more comfortable. Whatever these subliminal messages that you're thinking right now as you feel differently than before, I want you to repeat it to yourself. You can say it out loud. You can say it to yourself. And we're going to go briefly back through these points again just to allow that stimulation to change as our mind has changed, because physiologically we have changed. Our first point is going to be our karate chop. Stimulate it. Think to yourself, feel to yourself right now how you're feeling. I feel so much more relaxed. I feel more tranquil. I feel like this day is just going to be so beautiful. Things are going to continue to go just right for me. And I'm just happy. Our second point, just inside the eyebrows. Okay, you're going to continue to tap. Keep thinking those messages as you continue to tap. Third point, on the side of the eye, directly on the side of the eye. Okay, you're going to continue to tap 1 or 2 fingers, feeling that message in your brain that you feel more comfortable, you feel more relaxed, you feel more tranquil, you feel more serene. Okay, and the fourth point is going to be directly under the eyes. All right, still feeling those messages, feeling the difference in your body, how it's starting to wind down, how it's starting to change, because physiologically we are changing right now. Underneath the nose, keep tapping. After the nose, we're going to go under the chin, still feeling those messages, those beautiful, tranquil messages, feeling our body relax, feeling the muscles relax, feel the calmness just flowing through our body. After the 6th point, we're going to go where the collarbone meets the sternal area, 1 inch down, 1 inch out, as you continue to tap that area. And then after this point, we're going to go underneath the armpit, 4 inches down on both sides. You could do one. Okay, it's hard to do both together. Keep feeling that feeling, what you're feeling, the difference where you started before. You'll do the other one. And after this one, we'll go back on top of the vertex of the skull, right over the head. Very powerful point, and just feel the tranquility. And I can guarantee that 99% of you are feeling differences right now because you are going through physiological changes throughout your brain and body. Drop your arms, take a deep breath again through your nose. Blow it out of your mouth. And now you are in the process of healing. I want you to do this technique once, twice, 3 times a day. Start doing it every day. You will see within no time tremendous changes of healing throughout your body. Please share this with your friends and family.